happening, y'all, boys and girls? Alex here. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I do a lot of walkabouts around the city and on TTC and do other sorts of random stuff. If you're not new here, welcome back to one of my walking videos in the style of Elton McFall. The Toronto version, at least. Yeah, I just got off the 113 Danforth bus. Took it from Main Street Station, which is a subway station I've never been to before. I filmed a ride on this route already, but it was only from Kennedy Station, and I got it right there at the stop 2 months ago to do a walking video right here around the Oak Ridge neighborhood here in the Scarborough borough. Had this idea in mind to do a walking video of Warden Avenue. It's been a while since I've done a walking video of the streets. Not only that, it's just up here is my mom's old neighborhood of Birch Cliff. And you know, Warden subway station is just up the streets, and it's kind of interesting up ahead. So mostly residential, but there's a bit of some interesting things as well. And yes, this is Danforth Road. Danforth Avenue is literally to the south of here, as you guys can see. Right there. There's two Danforth Avenues in the parallel universe. This is literally down the stretches. Anyway, let's get moving here. And yes, it's a chilly day today. Not as bad as it was yesterday, but I'm also taking advantage of this partly sunny and cloudy day today to film some videos, because tomorrow is going to be pretty shitty. It's going to be strong winds. We're under another wind warning, 80 kilometers per hour, so similar to the weather 2 days ago, except it's going to be even worse. So staying home tomorrow and also Sunday. I have exams next week. It is the end of the first semester here at, first semester at University of Toronto, so I won't have time to do anything next week. So I'm just going to use today to just do what I wanted to do and take it from there. And today is the 2nd of December, 2022. We're in the last month of the year. Isn't that crazy? We're just less than a month away until we step into a brand new year. It just feels like friggin' yesterday that we've stepped into 2022 with hopes and expectations, and honestly, there's a lot to reflect on, and I'm probably going to talk more about that in the days leading up to the end of this year. And I took the 113 here, not the 20 Cliffside, which pretty much takes me to the same area, except the 20 Cliffside runs along Danforth Avenue. So you guys cannot be confused by Danforth Road and Danforth Avenue, because Danforth Road is mainly a diagonal street going northeast, southwest, and Danforth Avenue, of course, is part of the main endless thoroughfare, of course, that becomes Bloor Street before it hits downtown Toronto. I filmed a bus ride on the 13 route already, as well as some other clips for highlights and stuff, random clips. So yeah, we're walking north up the west side of Warden Avenue here in the Oak Ridge neighborhood. When I did my walking video in Oak Ridge, like I said, I started right at the same intersection, and then I made a left here onto Burnhill Road, and then I just walked the very side streets with the subway running in the middle of it. So first of all, let's get a good zoom to the north. Look at this. There's the water tower. That's all the way at the Golden Mile right by Eglinton. Love that view. And then let's just zoom south now, since we kind of went uphill. Yeah, there's where I started the video, and there's Danforth Avenue way in the distance, and of course right across from the bridge, of course the GO Transit corridor, is where my mom used to live in Birch Cliff. She lived from, I believe, 1989 to 2000, I think, the year 2000. And she still has nostalgia for this neighborhood. She has had so many memories there, and we also have a family member that still lives there. I'm not going to disclose anything. So the subway would be like way off to that side. However, it'll just head up, curve from the west and then up north. There's the 69A Warden South bus. The 69 route is actually a route that loops around via Birchmount, Kingston, Warden, and St. Clair via, of course, you know, with the top at Warden Station, the bottom at Kingston Road, and the loop of it is kind of confusing, right? So you see, you got the 69A Warden South, that's heading towards Kingston Road, and then it's gonna head up Birchmount back to Warden Station. And then of course the 69B goes in the other direction. So basically, 69A heads counterclockwise and 69B heads clockwise. I already filmed a ride on both branches, of course. Oh, look at this, Route 1668. I didn't know the 16 and 68 comes here. How come I never knew that before? There's Taylor Creek Public School. Yes, the actual Taylor Creek is also on the other side of the subway. Runs with inside the Warden Woods Park. I've always wondered what the TTC was going to do. Look, speaking of which, there's the 69B heading north up to Warden Station. Again, I was always wondering what the TTC was going to do with the clockwise loop, because it's been confusing a lot of you know, people who live in this area. Look at this! You got a flock of Canada geese here, right in the schoolyard. I can't even count them all because they're so far away from my view, but the camera doesn't want to focus. Come on, stupid thing. Oh well. But it was proposed in the TTC's upcoming 2023 Service Annual Plan. Their proposal is to eliminate Route 69 and simplify it so passengers wouldn't be confused. So for instance, the 69A will be replaced by the existing... Hey, there's a train going by! Go commuter rail! Oh man, barely missed it. I think it's on the Lakeshore East or Stouffville line. Couldn't even tell. And you got these early 2000s built typical townhouses here. And I'm gonna zoom in on the street sign somewhere. Yeah, as I was saying, so for instance, I lost my train of thought for a second, but the 69A branch will be replaced by the existing 135 Girard bus, which also runs parallel with the 69 down Warden. But it's going to be renamed to 135 Girard Warden South, and still, nothing else is going to be changed except for the routing name. While the 69B is going to be replaced by a brand new 117 Birchmount South route. Of course, the 117 has been used on the Alness, Chestwood, and one other route that I forgot what it was, but it makes a lot more sense. Because for 50 years, since Warden Station opened in 1968, everybody had to deal with this. Even my mom. I think she would take the 69B, I believe, from Warden Station because she lived on Freeman Street. 69B, like basically the 69B, it would stop at Birchmount and Danforth. Whoa, that is loud. And there's a few of these block homes here. They kind of remind me of those in at the Lawrence Heights neighborhood. Yeah, I think when you see homes like these, then you know families with very low income live here. It's true. I'm speaking the truth. And there's a Tradition Bakery outlet. There's I think Becker's. If you guys lived in Ontario in like the 80s and 90s, you guys may remember Becker's. I think they had a plant here, if I'm not mistaken. Probably on the other side here of Warden. Look at this. Fuck P book. Yep, graffiti, vandalism. I thought she was addressing me for a second, but I heard her phone ringing. Anyways, I was saying, pretty sure the factory used to be on the right here. Here's Fur Valley Court. This area is very safe nowadays. I believe, like, like, what, 25, 30 years ago, it wasn't so safe, given with the amount of homes that you see like that are like this, but it's really safe. So now I'm gonna cross over to the other side. It was like chilly earlier today, like slightly windy. It's gonna be even worse tomorrow, and I'm not even feeling my hands frozen anywhere. Look, Warden Woods Church and Community Center. And there's the 135 Gerrard South. I'm gonna hop on that route and take it back to Main Street Station instead of taking the subway. And I'm gonna go into the downtown core through a different route as well. I'm not gonna use the subway at all. I'm gonna use the bus to get there. Well, actually, I'm gonna stop short of Broadview Station, and then I'll just head west, do a little walking video on Bloor Street East. I haven't done that in a while, so I forgot to push the button. So here I am. It's illegal to jaywalk if you're at a marked intersection. So I may have to pause it here. You know, people are gonna wonder, why is there a guy talking to himself with a camera? You know something? Not a lot of people come here to take pictures and stuff like that, because you know how, I mean, this area may be urbanized, but it definitely is suburbia. But still, here I am just documenting my city, and I get around the city a lot more than our, the main Toronto vloggers like Ken and Johnny and whatsoever. But still, all it takes is for one person to give me shit and grill me because I'm filming and stuff. Actually, while I was riding the 13 bus, I was filming a video. One guy was like, "Are you vlogging?" I said, "Yeah," and they said no more. I guess he was just curious and what I was doing. But anyway, not for that. It's always good. It's always the feeling because a lot of the Toronto YouTubers, they always center their experience and mostly film around the downtown core and the old city of Toronto, as well as some of the more like urbanized centers in like North York, York, and other boroughs of the city. So rarely our guys come out here, but I am very, very familiar with all the back roads and neighborhoods of the city. So Bell Estate Road. There's some residential streets to the east of here, of course, so yeah, look at this generic typical 2000s townhouses here, and I think that's a residence out there if I'm not mistaken. Well, still, I'm still going out of track from this, discussing how everything's going to be simplified like next year, and I honestly hope it's going to benefit locals are in this area. Again, my mom used to be a local here. Even though she lived in Birch Cliff, she had two options. She would take the 69 or 135 routes to Warden Station, or she would take the 12th bus to Victoria Park. I don't know if she took Route 20 to Main Street Station since it was also in the area. But, I asked her that question, if she would prefer going to Warden or Victoria Park. Well, here's the thing. When she lived on Freeman Street, Victoria Park was actually much closer than Warden Station, but for some reason, she was very fond of Warden Station. So she would just hop on the 69 and, when she went to George Brown and went out to meet with people at SDC or downtown, that's what she did. And now my camera is at 2 bars. I'm going to be filming a lot more after this. So right over there is the Warden Woods and the line to Bloor Danforth subway. Yeah, something definitely used to be here. Probably that Becker's factory, if I'm not mistaken. Look, now they're gonna build apartments here. Oh yeah, the last time I done a walking video of Warden Avenue was back in June. It was like late spring. Also on a Friday, and I went south from Eglinton to St. Clair. Excuse me. What's the point of wearing this glove now? Because I'm not even feeling my hands freezing. Actually, I forgot to mention the weather. Stupid me. It's 2:29. And what's the weather now? It is 5 Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit, though? What is that in Fahrenheit? On the Weather Network app. There we go, 41 Fahrenheit. Okay, so it's a lot warmer than it was when I left home. But despite that, it's gonna be like 9 Celsius tomorrow. The wind is gonna be crazy. Oh, it's busy on the 69, and it's a loop. It's one of the few TTC routes that just loops around. Wow. It actually takes 60 minutes to just ride around the loop. Of course, I did that twice in both the clockwise and counterclockwise directions. Well, as I was saying, the reason, being, my mom used to go to Warden Station, she was very fond of it. Warden Station has a very unique design of bus bays, and that are only single levels or single bays. Of course, Warden Station opened in 1968. It was the former terminus, eastern terminus of Line 2. Oh, look at that stupid friggin' ad. Wasting money on. Take the TTC. Why? Because, leave your car at home and stuff. Everybody has a choice. But seriously, TTC should not be wasting friggin' taxpayers' money on this bullshit. I have never walked here on foot before. There's a... What is that? I don't even know what you call that thing. Of course, gonna speed up and fly towards Victoria Park. Yes, to see what I mean, all the bus routes, well, actually, at least some of them anyway, they have their own shelter or whatever the hell you call that. But now there are plans to completely redevelop the station, so which means this is going to be no more. And this design was very similar to the bus bays at Islington Station and Victoria Park, of course. I think in the next couple of years they're going to start work. I think right now they're doing preliminary designs on that and consultations, stuff like that. And also, when waiting upstairs at the concourse, for your bus, right beside the route number, you got these incandescent flashing bulbs. Of course, they flash whenever there's a bus at the platform, and of course, my mom was one of those people that made that made the mad dash downstairs to catch the bus. It's a really good spot, even though, you're right on the street. I've been to this subway station like so many times. I think my mom's been here like, what, 5,000? Why don't I ask her? Anyway, so instead of taking the subway, I'm going to take the 135 Gerrard bus back to Main Street Station. And maybe I'll hop on the 87 or 62 to Broadview, but I'm gonna get a little time to charge my camera because it's at 2 bars. I've already filmed a lot, so and there is St. Clair Avenue East, and of course, for those that lived in Toronto in the 80s, 90s, you guys may all remember Warden Woods Mall. Of course, my mom went there a lot, and I did a video there. The site of it, of course, is at the a northeast corner of the intersection. Warden Woods was a gem according to my mom. But sadly, mall demolished a year after I was born, so they could build these townhouses up there and a new community center. So now we're on the borders of the neighborhoods of Clair and Oak Ridge. May be wrong, but... And Warden Woods Park is over there. And there's the entrance, of course. Oh, there comes an eastbound. Oh, double action. Actually, it's gonna be even better if I head over there, because it can also be visible from yeah, look, there's the bridge right there. And of course, the subway's gonna dive underground and towards Kennedy Station. Look how many routes you got here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 routes. You know, so I can even hop on the 135, whatever bus comes here, and I can just head in there that way. I don't think it's really possible though for me. Route 102. Oh, never mind. Alright, so before I end the video off here, I'm gonna watch the subway train depart Warden and head east, actually northeast to be exact. There's Providence Healthcare Center. It's not really a hospital, it's more like of a healthcare residence for seniors. My mom worked there once, I believe. Part of the Unity Health Network. Look at that, you got the T1 and the Nova LFS hybrid. Oh! You're kidding! And that's all she wrote. So guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos, check out my others as well. And if you like what I do, if you want to support my channel, feel free to don't hesitate to make your donations on PayPal, or which is in the About section on my page, or the Super Thanks button, which is below the video that you're watching right now. I'm going to go inside the station and wait for the 135 Gerard bus and film some more and see if I can get this camera to charge again, because I may have a little time to do that. So I'm going to just enjoy this rest of this. Okay, now the wind is picking up. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this chilly day, and maybe I'll film another walking video today. Who knows? Okay, guys, take care, adios, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, bye-bye.